afternoon everyone, back tuning into this evening's video. We do the bank holiday weekend for this evening's update. So we're going to have a look at the charts for Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the Leeds and Reading Festival, so we'll be having a quick look at that. And then of course got bank holiday Monday a week today. We did the last update, I think it was Friday or Thursday, it's some time ago, and it wasn't too bad an update really. I think there's quite a bit of dry weather in there, although hinting at being hot and thundery at times. We'll have a look and see what the charts are showing in a moment for this update. But before I get on with that, just very quickly to mention the ads at gaslovers.com. There's links to articles on all the pages at gaslovers.com, and if you could have a browse widgets and click through link, you'll be happy to pay for the website. So here we are for Friday. This will be day one of the Leeds and Reading Festival. And we've got low pressure up to the north of the country and a ridge across northern parts of France and Germany. So we've got hot air to the south and quite cool air sitting up to the north. That's quite a big temperature contrast, and in theory it could produce quite a lot of rain over bank holiday weekend. We'll have to see how that plays out. But actually, in terms of the upper air temperatures, we're within quite a cool air mass, and the contrast is a little bit further south of us for this particular update of the GFS. So it means there's a lot of dry weather at both Leeds and Reading. There could be a light shower around, but plenty of dry weather really for day one of that festival. Some showers up to the north and the west of the country, particularly across Scotland and Northern Ireland, but they shouldn't be impacting things too much further south. Temperatures are a little bit cooler than you would expect really at the end of August. So in the south, looking at something like 20 degrees at Reading and probably around 18 or 19 in Leeds. So not all that warm, but I suppose it'll feel decent enough in the sunshine. As we go through to Saturday the 29th, of Thursday of the bank holiday weekend, of course, and day two of the Leeds Reading Festival, same sort of idea really. It's a complicated weather pattern this, but there's low pressure and cool air lurking to the north of the country, and there's sort of a ridge down to the south with a lot of hot air over on the continent. Again, the upper air temperatures show the extent of some very, very hot air across France, but we are within relatively cool air mass once again. That band of rain just there going down to the southwest is a weather front that's sort of dividing this hot air over France to much cooler air that's sitting over the country. This is what I'm a little bit concerned about, because this weather front could intensify and bring quite a lot of rain with this contrast between the air mass. On the face of it, this particular run of the GFS doesn't do a great deal with that weather front on Saturday, so it is a mostly dry day once again. Just clipping the heat into the very, very far southeast, temperatures to mid-20s Celsius there, otherwise still relatively cool across much of the country. As we move through into Sunday the 30th of August, again same idea, but perhaps hinting at low pressure beginning to develop around the country a little bit more. Again, there's the big temperature contrast between the northwest and the southeast. So there's a lot of dry weather being hinted at again for Sunday the 30th of August, but rain is gathering down to the south. It means that for the Leeds Reading Festival, if this is right, the final day will be okay. A lot of dry weather for Sunday the 30th of August, and the temperatures again a little bit on the cool side really for the time of year, into the upper teens or below 20s Celsius. And then finally, things do go a bit wrong as we get through into Bank Holiday Monday. By this time, this contrast in the temperatures from the cool air to the north to the hot air to the south has finally spawned an area of low pressure. And this is just what I'm a bit concerned about with this Bank Holiday weekend. This run of GFS will does it on Bank Holiday Monday. It could be at any point really through the Bank Holiday weekend that this happens, but if we get this big temperature contrast setting up, there will be the risk at some point, I think, of some really wet weather. So there's the temperature contrast again on Bank Holiday Monday with the upper air temperatures. It's hot to the south, it's very cool up to the north, and there's the extent of the rain. Lots of heavy rain for Bank Holiday Monday across England and Wales. This will be a bit of a washout Bank Holiday Monday if it came off, unfortunately. And temperatures very cool under that persistent and heavy rain as well, just into the mid-teens Celsius. So this particular run of the GFS generates this rain and the area of low pressure by the contrast in temperatures on Bank Holiday Monday. However, we have the temperature contrast right from the start of the weekend right to the finish. So this low pressure could generate at any point, really, through the weekend. We've got to wait a bit longer. On the face of it, it looks okay for Saturday, Sunday. Very wet on Monday, but it could be that this happens earlier. It could happen a bit later. We've got to wait and see a little bit longer. But I am a bit concerned about this pattern because it's such a big temperature contrast. I've got a feeling that at some point through this bank holiday weekend we could get some very inclement weather. So keep checking back for more. Probably do another update on Wednesday. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.